Portuguese, English? Or?
Robert's been working on his Portuguese, and he's gonna.
You know, I've heard my whole, not my whole life, but in many years, a friend of mine had, his wife was from Brazil, and she would tell him, "Safado." And so I always had that word in my brain. So last night, Paulo Pinto gave me the examples, but he even acted them out, you know what I mean? Safado when you're very serious. Safado. And then there's Safado. Quebra tudo!
Well, it's a huge pleasure for me and my team to be here at our office, hosting these two guys, legends of the music, of the rock, and let's talk a bit about Trujillo and Mike Muir, about the gig that's going to happen on Sunday, this Infectious Groove, and how is it for you guys to be here in São Paulo, playing for a free entrance for anyone who wants to see the show, and also getting food and to support entities that helps people on the streets, homeless people? How is it for you guys?
Well, for me, and I can speak for the other band members of Infectious Grooves, it's an honor. To do what we do is really special. It's kind of a gift, you know, to have the ability to move people through music in a positive way and to bring people together is very special. And this is a great opportunity to create that magic here in Sao Paulo, to try to help people, all types of people, bring everybody together and enjoy this wonderful day through the music. And also it's like a food bank, right? Bringing, you know, food to the people and generate that kind of energy is really amazing for us. And I'm just so happy to be here, to be a part of this.
I'd say, yeah, definitely. And it's to be a part of something that's really positive, that's really, for us to be able to, like, I always put them in when I was a kid. If I was 12 years old and I was looking at myself right now, I'd say, damn, you're old. But besides that, I would be, how could something like that happen? And in life, my dad always said, a lot of people will see something, they'll say, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I'll say, well, what do you know, how are you going to do it? Oh, it's too hard. And they quit before they start. And to be able to have a front row view of how this happened, working together with people to create something positive, especially at the place that has such a negative past, to be able to change that and not accept the negativity and make things better, and finding people that you work together with to be able to, for me, from kid in Venice to be in Sao Paulo and to be able to work with people to make a show that's free, it's incredible, and free, and to be able to help people and to be able to just play the music that we love and to share that. And I think that's like something that's way beyond anything I ever would have expected. And it's commendable for everybody to pull for something, not that they're getting something out of it, but hopefully everyone else will. And to me, I think it's ultimately, I hope that after it's all said and done, years for years, people will talk about this event, and it'll create other events and other opportunities, and people will try to bring things together, you know. And if you work hard enough, there's an opportunity and find a place. And so we want to kind of, our stories too, if people knew, we didn't come from a lot of opportunity or whatever. We kind of created it, even with Infectious. You know, we had to work hard to do a thing, and there was always obstacles. You know, even the music, politically, and all that stuff, that we had to, like, okay, here's the fence, how are we going to climb it? You know, we'll get over this one and the next. And so to be here is just is amazing for everybody, and really exciting, and especially for me, because as I said before, I was been here for a couple months this year. You know, I was in 3 weeks in April, and I was here for a month in July, and then back for another 3 weeks. So I'm the honorary Brazilian that cannot speak any Portuguese. So it's very cool to have so many friends and be able to be here and play in front of them.
Yeah, it's you know, I'm a young politician now in my first term here in São Paulo, and it's really important for us to talk to young people and say to them that they have to follow their dreams and to have fun and also think of the future and care of the environment and other people, careless people. So you guys, I think the way you, how can I say in English, a caminhada, the journey of your lives, you know, you guys inspire lots of young people. So what would you say for the young people here in São Paulo that they are maybe not seeing the future? How to say to tell them, come on guys, don't give up, cheer up and come to the show. You're going to play with your son?
Oh yeah, well my son, he's 15, his name is Ty, and Ty started playing bass when he was about 8, and he originally started as a drummer. But I knew that he loved music, and I would never force my child into, you know, into what I do or my career path, but I knew that he enjoyed music. And to see the commitment at such a young age, to put the time in and the energy and practice, you know, to listen to different styles of music is also very important, you know, for young people. And to embrace the spirit of that and then pursue your goal is a really amazing gift for me, because I see it in him every day. And again, I don't force it, I just see it naturally. But it's important whether you're, you know, you're passionate about music or you're passionate about, you know, your studies or anything that's passion, you got to go for it. And I always say, don't phone it in. Phoning it in is when you sort of cut corners and you're cheating and you're, you know, it's like it's important to embrace it all and take it and move forward, you know, with anything that you're passionate about. Life is a difficult journey, but if you're doing it from the heart, you know, you'll have the successes. And successes is not always about money, you know, that's not what it's about. You know, successes is having a goal and moving towards that goal. And I've done it my whole life. I know Mike's done it. And, you know, I know for you, you started rehearsing in your kitchen back when you were young, you know, and I used to ride my
16.
bicycle, at 16, and I would ride my bike with my bass on the handlebars and a chain that was, you know, like this. But I was so excited about making music that I would ride the bike for, you know, many miles just to go and make music. So it's important to follow your dreams and pursue your goals. And positive energy is the best energy, you know, keep it solid and positive.
Yeah, for me, I remember a couple things my dad told me, and I remember when I was young and I was able to see all the negative really clearly, and I was like, oh, they don't care about me, this and that. He goes, doesn't matter who cares about you as long as you care about yourself. And it's not in a selfish way, but you can't let other people's negativity come on you and fall into that situation. And I'd always say, oh, they're looking down on me, they say I can't do this and stuff. And he goes, when people tell you you can't do something, use it as gasoline to power you, to prove them wrong, to be a better person. And the other thing my dad said, it's very, especially at times now where it's very divisive, he said, never become the person you hate. You see something you don't like, never do that. That's what morals, people can have a book and say this is right, a philosophy, religion, or whatever it is. But if someone does something and you don't like it, they may not know. But when you say that's wrong and you do what you say you don't like, that's when you're a sinner, you know, in any term kind of thing, not in religion, but in life. And so when you see a lot of negative things, remember them. Remember them and say, because when I'm in a position, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to become that person. And I think sometimes as people get older, then they kind of like, well, and they use their intelligence to justify why they don't have they lose their vision and their cause and stuff. And I tell everybody it's kind of like the Suicidal was inducted into the Skateboard Hall of Fame. My brother was a skateboarder. He had to cut the wood, you know, and get scraps to make skateboards, but he just loved it. And he ended up having a skateboard company and being in the Skateboard Hall of Fame. And he was 5 years older than me. I wanted to be just like him. I got on the skateboard. It was, yeah, till I fell and and I never could skate like that. But I always loved skating. I was around all the skaters. I followed my brother around, and that's the one. And 2 years ago, Suicidal Tendencies was inducted into the Skateboard Hall of Fame. And I tell people, it's like, you may not be the best football player, you may not be in the World Cup, you may this and that, but if you around doing what you believe, do what you love, and you're a good person, it'll lead you, maybe a little bit different, but it'll lead you where you need to be. And you know, the last thing with that said, there's two lines. You can get in a line and follow everybody else, or you can follow your dreams. And that line's paved, and it's not going anywhere. And this one's a lot of jungles and a lot of, you know, thorns and this and that. And it's going to be harder, but in the long run, you're going to be a lot happier.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much, Mike. Great pleasure. Robert Trujillo. Let's rock!